Okay, I hope my mic is the same as it was before. We got Jerome Powell speaking at 12. Okay. Four-hour gap, 1 hour gap. $15 million. I bet in here there was a trade, but I can't take it due to time. Just to prove that though, that like, okay, that like 3-minute gap there, I just want to see if that would have worked. No, it's not. Well, it's not even the model. I haven't even checked everything else. Okay. Daily profile. So the monthly candle. Where do we likely think the weekly candle will reach? Obviously, either the higher this week or the lower this week. I'm gonna say the high. Or at least I would hope to see that. Okay. Big end of right and walk below us. Big up Trump. Market maker, premium and discount. Oh, the opening range gap might be crazy on this one. Let's see. Oh yeah, not financial advice, but sorry, I had that on. Okay, let's check our opening range gap. Not really. Gap up, we got end up below us, and we'll. Let's see where Dow is. So we're bullish. 4 hour, it's bullish. Potentially. I mean, it did sweep that high.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend.
Whoa, that's mad. I didn't expect that. That was a jump scare. 15-minute chart on YM's definitely messy. DXY. DXY is bearish, which is good. ZBU. Okay. Yeah, I mean ZBU's got a nice buy side, slowly climbing up. It's in that market maker model. I think we could expect that continuation. What is this reaching for? Maybe this low. Okay. Yes, actually, we kind of want to see, like, it would be better price action if we inverse them. I ain't done it yet, so. Just waiting for that 9:30 open, eh? One thing I am considering that I'm not too aware of is the relationship between both the red news events happening today, one at 8:30, one at 12. Typically, when there's two news events in one session, you should wait for the second. However, it's that 12 p.m. I'm not sure if you can count that as AM. This doesn't happen very often at all, I think. I'm not sure. I guess we'll kind of figure it out. Yeah, so that's what I mean. I would like to have got this invoice. Very nice. Okay. Opening range gap is in 3 minutes. It's roughly basically where that box is though. So a slight gap up. We do have the NWOG below. See, this gap was created. I'm not sure if that's factored in the Trump. I think it has. It's very possible that it did. Okay. I do think there is a possibility that we come down, touch this before then continuing higher. Is it what I want? Maybe not. That'd be tough. Something that is making me think right now is this this 15-minute here. It's 8:30 and midnight. So above midnight. Below 8:30. This here as a cell, this 2-minute gap. Let me just check. But I don't. No, okay, so YM is bullish, especially if we get a candle closure like this. ES, okay, this is good now actually. A closure above this order block, and then we've got this as a reclaimed order block. So So this is the outcome we kind of desire, actually. For us to inverse this, prove on ES that we're bullish with this candle closure, and take the trade higher. Because I think what happened over the weekend was... Alright, let me do the open range again. So that's the official open range again. What happened on the weekend? Was that bullish or bearish? Okay, well, was it bullish or bearish for the dollar? How did the dollar open up? Okay, so we gapped up. So they're trying to say that it was bullish. Then it's completely filled that in. Still trading lower. Relative equal lows. It looks fair. I like Trump. Yeah, I really want this to take that high now. Come on. I don't want us to... No. Oh. Oh. Oh, bother. Oops. Let's check that YM again. Also, YM swept that high again. Why are we getting a bit of a retracement from that? Oh no. I'm not placing this just yet. I'm like, this is only a consideration. Yeah, that's not something I would want to do, but... Oh, thank the Lord. Yeah, this is what we want, this is what we want. It would only have been because we had a resweep of the high on YM. We had touched into this here as an order block, which we didn't previously touch into. So that was like the new type, the PD array. And the two previous candles respected the 15-minute. The bias did override that, being that the higher time frame is bullish. So that was something I was considering. That's why I was saying I don't really want to have this. But I mean, if it would have continued lower and then inversed, that might have been something I would have tried. Let me see. Yes. Get in there. Come on. Well, these were decent longs, I think. Up to these relative equal highs. Hourly. Okay. Hmm. Let's check YM. Okay, YM bullish. With a closure here, that's more than... It's more... Just thinking, because how we're reacting off of a higher time frame PD array. I want that second stage. And then again, it did touch the rejection blow. Hmm. So from opening range gap, what did we feel? Like the tiniest bit. Understandable. We need this 15-minute candle to close. This is good because we've got all the futures in sync now. Yeah. Hey yo, what's up, Liquidity King? Jeez. Big maintains. Alright. This is good. We actually are getting a good session. Just tell. I ain't trying to have Jerome Powell mess it up though. At 12 o'clock. Let me see. 12 o'clock. Mr. Powell. Right, I'm gonna get rid of that gap now because I don't think we're gonna come back and touch that. So that's a better case scenario for a more bullish day. How did we close last Friday? Let me see. What did the daily candle? Yeah. Oh, look at this. I remember drawing this out. That's mad. Oh, snap. Previous day low. Wait, let me check this. Oh yeah, previous day high, yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest, yeah. I was sitting there thinking like, yo, I don't know how you've got that, bro. Like, there's so much evidence we're going higher. We got this 4 hour. We've jumped into this 1 hour. We've then made an up move. We've then created another. In fact, there is a 4 hour in here, right? A smaller one. So like, from a 4 hour, we've created another 4 hour, touched into it. So that's this here, right here, is a super high probability fair value gap. Yeah, and it's even reflected on the 1 hour. So it's like on multiple time frames. You could even just do that. Right, and then now if we get 50 in market structure from that, this is like ultra confirmed. So we definitely should be going high. Yeah, calm, bro. Oh, we got some end dogs. We got some XL bullies at the top, bro. Wait, I got. Bro, what am I reading? XL bullies have powerful jaws that inflict more damaging wounds than any other breeds, resulting in broken bones. Bro, these things are... they're tanks, bro. Yo. What? Alright. Oh wow, what happened here? Could you imagine, bro? We're saying all this about previous day high and then we just drop. It's yo, I'll be honest though, I'm not actually sure if we should even be trading this session because, oops, technically there is 2 news events for this session, and the rule is that you shouldn't trade until the second news release hit drops, right? But it is at 12, so it's like late, and that's why I don't know if it actually counts for this session, because he says that you should consolidate between them until that second is dropped. And then if you factor in that this bit of price range in here all happened just because of what happened to Trump. I don't know if you saw it, bro, but it's mad. And then yes, we got the end dog, and then that's the opening range gap. Oh, look at it now, bro. No, how were we so wrong? But then, nah, you know what? It's okay. You know why? Because whoa, snap! That is a candle. Okay. You know what? We did say, yeah, previous day low. That's what I was saying. Like, from the hourly when we had like, or the 4 hour, we had one fair value gap into the next, and then I said if price reflects that on the 15-minute, which we never actually closed, like we never did. It here. If you're just looking at this price, yeah, order block, closes below, respects it, inverse, closes up, closes below again. This is an order block, fair value gap, closes in it still, right? Even though we do a massive sweep, so this is better because now we've definitely cleared all buy side. Oh, we're just gonna range today. No. I suppose like, so ES struggled to close above this, creating this as an order block. Because look, if it would have closed above, yeah, this would have validated these 4 down candles as an order block. We would have had a reclaimed order block to work off of. On the 5-minute, it may have done, yeah. But that's already gone now. That's passed. But the 15-minute structure never was reflected. Ooh. He's ruthless. Oh, what do you think about Trump though? Do you think that that was an inside job? As in, you don't think that that was like just random, right? Like, like there had to have been some. Like it wasn't just some random lone wolf guy that decided, you know what, I don't like Trump. I'm gonna do the maddest thing. It couldn't have been. But well, then again, it actually could have been. I don't know. I doubt it. Bro, oh, we could talk about this on here, but it is a bit deep. I don't know how much you've actually seen about it, but like, there's so many photos and clips now about showing the exact roof and how the viewpoint from different areas looked and that. And bro, the Secret Service definitely should have seen that guy. Like, bro, there's no way they didn't. Bro. They let him climb up there, set up camp for 3 minutes. Nah. What? Bro, what is going on? I'm kind of hoping it's just touching into this fair value gap and it's not gonna then go and take buy side. Bro, if we actually sweep this high, I won't trade. I don't think. I don't know. What is this price action, bro? Oh my. Whoa, that 2 minute is something to be proud of, bro. No. Yeah, literally. They gave him too much time. Like, there was. Bro, if we'd have lost Trump yesterday, we'd have lost a hero. You know, there's people on Twitter saying, "Oh, yesterday was almost the best day ever." When a few inches matter most and stuff like that, yeah. And it's crazy because the whole of Twitter blew up with trying to find these people's information. Yo, don't mess around on the internet, man, because there's some dangerous people they will spend the time finding out who you are, bro. They pulled up so much data of these random people saying this, contacted all their workplaces and everything. Oh, it's just deep. To let them know, oh look, this person's working for you and he's got controversial views type thing. He should be fired. Like, would probably ruin. Like I don't care. I'm all for it, but so you actually just don't have freedom of speech. It just doesn't exist, bro. He was asked to take the shot, but was told to stand down. And then it somehow like before, and then it somehow took like an hour or a bit of time for Biden's representative team to hear the news and write a message, as if like, and before then you already had like how many other people talking about it. That's crazy. How? Okay, this is good. Biden genuinely just has dementia, bro. I don't know how he's managed to slither his way into that office. Who's voting for him? Yo, it's like the UK government now, yeah? Do you know what he's just done? Um, like within 3 days of coming into power, yeah, we all think in the UK that Ukraine's just a waste in terms of financial relief packages and whatnot. Like we've kind of awoken now. That's it. But um, this guy, like Keir Starmer or something, whatever his name is, within 3 days, he's already saying to Ukraine that they can use all our weaponry, or and that we're going to continue to send financial relief packages. I think of like 14 billion a year or something crazy. Like what? It's not right, bro. Bro, I'm gonna be real, yeah. If you run for president, I'll vote for you, or the prime minister. I will 100% vote. You've got one vote secured, eh? You're not far off. We need someone who's not a clown. Yeah, he's the face. Yeah, exactly, bro. He's the face. Let me check. I'm gonna write down some helpful stuff actually. It's from Mark Douglas. I need to wait. What was it he said? Oh, here we go. This is a good one. This is actually something that I was saying even before I started watching Mark Douglas. You know, this is important. So he's saying stay focused on the process of trading rather than the outcome, because essentially, if I just check, yeah, because what's gonna make you money is not the outcome that you're focusing on, it's the skills that you're gonna acquire and the process of doing what needs to be done on a consistent basis. So executing your plan without fear, without hesitation, without reservation. This is just I need to get this printed, bro. This is just insane. I'm about to put it on the wall thing here. This is crazy. If this doesn't change your mind about how to view the markets, this is crazy. So technical analysis turns the market into an unending stream of opportunities, not on a trade by trade basis, but rather as a percentage over a series of trades. That's deep, bro. That's deep. Because here's the thing, yeah. This next trade, if I was to place a trade now, no matter if I have all my analysis in the world, I can't guarantee that that trade will win. Yeah, even if I have, let's say, a 70% win rate, I can't guarantee that. So technically, on a trade by trade basis, I'm gambling. However, I know that on a long-term perspective, over a series of trades, that my outcome will present itself, the favorable outcome will present itself more times than not. And that's why it's just so important to have that, like, that kind of point of view, that perspective. He talks a lot about how you'll never like remove the risk of trading. Essentially, there's never going to be a point in time where you can say, I know for absolute certainty that this has to go down now because I've done all my technical analysis. Like, I've used all 4,000 different ICT tools to tell me that this price is going down, right? And that I'm always going to be right, or have like a 98% type win rate, right? Like something ridiculous. That will never happen. And I actually believe that, because trying to overanalyze with technical analysis, he put it like this, yeah, it's like, it's the kind of the cope mechanism of trying to trying to remove the risk because you don't want to feel like you're wrong. So if you lose enough trades in a row, instantly what you think is wrong is your methodology and your technical analysis. So then you think that by doing more, learning more and applying more, you think it's all going to get better. And I don't actually think. I think it's the mindset that changes when you lose that makes the effects. Anyways, these are big. I need all this printed out. Oh, here's a deep one. Oh no, I'll leave it. Okay, you know what? I will just quickly mention this. He gave one good expression, because these markets are kind of pending right now, so I'm waiting for a bit more to happen. But he gave a really good expression, and it went like this. So, if you're talking to someone and they're shouting at you and swearing at you and saying, like, obviously, like, kind of abusive things, but in a different language, so you can't understand what they're saying, but you know they're saying odd thing or like disrespectful things, right? That doesn't really affect you, does it? You kind of like, you either might laugh it off, or you might think like, what's going on, what's this guy talking about, right? And that's because your belief and your interpretations of the event, like, you don't know what he's saying, so you can't interpret it any way. You can't believe it as like, you can't attach it to something, right? Whereas if someone's swearing in your language, you understand it, you interpret it, like beliefs come in and stuff like that, right? It creates problems, and that's where the emotional pain comes in, right? If words do affect you. And so he's saying that, like, basically the pain, oh no, skip that bit, but he's saying that trading is very similar. So your expectations, okay, kind of your beliefs manage your expectations, and your expectations dictate your trade success, essentially. Trading success. Because if you're gonna go around with wrong beliefs on trading, like completely contrasting beliefs to the reality of trading, in that every trade technically is a random event, in terms of you can't guarantee that next trade will win, and you can't guarantee that next trade might lose. So there's no point being worried about whether the trade might win or lose, because you can't guarantee that anyways. You don't know what's going to happen. And so if you just have the correct beliefs and interpretations, it removes all the negative emotional effects. Here's another deep one, yeah? Bro, this is crazy. So, he's saying that let me just actually refresh myself on this one. Okay. Here. Fear of being wrong, fear of losing, and fear of missing out. Do you want to know why that's so important and that's so deep? Because of this, right? Have you... this happens... This doesn't happen to me really at all anymore, but it used to happen to me a lot. Okay? I've literally conquered it by having a completely mechanical approach to trading. But when I didn't, and it was a bit more subjective, this just absolutely destroyed me. So, the fear of being wrong. What does that essentially mean? If you're either not entering a trade because you think you know what you think, oh, it's going to be a loser. If you've already taken 2 losers, that next trade, oh, I'm not going to enter it because it might be a loser. And then, but how can you say that? How do you know? What, do you know what's going to happen next in the market? No. So then why are you worried? Okay. It could also work with already being in a trade. If you're in a trade, right? Let's say I was in a trade, and my stop loss was like, you know, let's say, oh, I'd have to do it as a sell. Let's say I'm in a trade and my stop loss is up here, right? It's not far. Look, it's not far. Am I gonna get worried and am I gonna exit early? No. Why would I get fearful and exit early? Because you know what that's essentially saying? That's saying that you know that price is gonna go up here and take that and take your stop loss. But how can you know? You don't know. So there's nothing to be fearful of. Missing out and losing is essentially the same. Same principle, I mean. You got like... Okay, if missing out is a bit like this. Let's say I think now this is going to take that high. But actually, I should enter down here, right? Let's say I want to enter here. And I know that this is the trade that I should have or something. If I now just jump in because I fear that it's going to miss out, I'm essentially saying, I know that price isn't going to come down here, which again is the same scenario. How can you know? Because, yo, I'll tell you, bro, many times, whenever you jump in thinking you know what's going to happen, yeah, especially with me, if I've ever done it before, I'll just get rinsed. The occasional time it will happen, but that's just part of trading. Trading's like that. You could do everything wrong, still lose. You could do everything right and still lose. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's what are we actually doing though? Hey, big up LP. Yeah, so we need to have a mindset of viewing from a series of trades perspectives rather than each singular trade, because we don't know the outcome of each singular trade. Like if I was to flip heads and tails, yeah, you know that it's possible that you might get it wrong a few times in a row. But if it was a weighted coin in your favor, you know over the long run, like long term, you'd get it right more than wrong. So there's nothing to worry about. You've got your edge, you've got your plan. You just gotta stick to it, man. Not at all. What do you mean, bro? Bro. Yo, if the coin is weighted on heads, that means heads is gonna land on the floor more times than it will land in the air. So technically, if you're betting on tails, you'll win more than the person who bets on heads. How's that? Oh. Wait, you're gonna have to expand, bro. I don't understand. Not, not at all. Not being afraid, bro. If you, wait, no, I'll let you explain because I don't want to jump to conclusions, innit? Oh, it looks like. Wait, I don't want to really get rid of him. Yeah, don't be afraid on a trade by trade basis. Yeah. How is that? How's that wrong, bro? Oh, so we're agreeing, bro. We're agreeing on that, bro. Yeah. It's like the only reason. I get you, bro. Yeah, alright, my bad. I misinterpreted. It's not at all sounded like um. It sounded like you were trying to say something else, to be honest. But yeah, I get you. I get you. That's calm. So like the only reason you ever only place a trade, right? Like if I think now I want to place this trade, it's because I think that I'm gonna be right. Yeah, you don't place a trade that you think you're gonna lose. So essentially, you're never actually accepting the risk because I know you can accept the risk, but naturally it's not like that. Because see how in this scenario, let's just say I like this pattern where we've got a breaker and a fair value gap. Okay, here's the breaker and here's the fair value gap. So I get the pattern before I put my risk in. Whereas that slot machine or any casino machine, you've got to first pay the money, right? I don't know what it is, 20p or something to spin, pound to spin, yeah? You pay £1 first, and then you get your pattern, right? Like you put the risk in, you accept that you're gonna lose that pound coin. Now you're waiting for the pattern to turn up. And you know that every single time you spin that, it's a it's a random event. Like every spin is gonna be different, and every spin is completely random. There's no way to know exactly what's gonna happen next. But it's the opposite for trading. You get your pattern first, which makes you think, right? It's like seeing the jackpot on the slot machine. If you see the jackpot on the slot machine first, and then you put your risk in, saying, "Okay, you know what? Jackpot. Wait, like, wait, jackpot. That means I'm gonna win. So let me just put 1,000 billion in, because I know I'm gonna win, yeah." And then guess what? You lose, and then you feel betrayed because you saw jackpot. And that's basically, I think, what happens with trading. You see your perfect, ideal looking pattern. You can't accept that it can't lose any other way. It has to win. Just has to. So then you've never actually truly accepted the risk, because in your mind you've just... That's deep, bro. I only take trades when I'm 100% sure it will work. So how does that work though, bro? Because see, that's the thing. Hopefully you do only take trades that you think are gonna work, because that's kind of the whole... like otherwise you're just gonna take losers, right? Like obviously you need to think it's gonna work, but you know clearly that every single trade won't work. It's impossible. Like this phrase here, this is just so good. I swear on my life I'm gonna get this printed on my wall, man. That is just too good. Tatted on my forehead or something. An technical analysis turns the market into an unending stream of opportunities, not on a trade by trade basis, but rather as a percentage over a series of trades. Oh. A mistake. Are you referring to... So, wait, yeah. Just to keep up with what's going on in the charts, yeah. Hmm. We're looking alright. We're looking alright. It's kind of sorted itself out now, but it was looking boogie. Mistake though. So, if it's like a methodical type mistake, so you know, to enter a trade, you need X, you need Y, and you need Z, right? But now, for this random trade, you're gonna add an A, or you're gonna substitute Z for an A. Do you know what? I think that this doesn't need the same as every other trade that I've previously had. I have an inclining, or you know, I believe this has to work. I feel like that is the worst thing you can do, bro. Because then now you're adding mad variables to your strategy. So when things go all wrong, yeah, I'm not saying that they would, but if they do go wrong, how are you gonna know what needs changing? Because just by chance, the ones that were A, B, C, or like let's say X, Y, Z, that should be a 70% win rate. I know, I might be. Yeah, let's say this should be a 70% win rate, but just by chance, you managed to lose 3 trades in a row. Yeah, so you think all that is unprofitable. So now you're going to try and do ABC. And actually, ABC is a 40% win rate, but you've just happened to win 3 trades in a row. So now you think ABC is winning. But just because of chance and the sample size, you've ruled out the real edge. If you miss something. So what is actually your strategy then, bro? Is it mechanical? Does it require subjectivity? Like if you were to be taken away from the equation and someone else was to be put in place, would someone else be able to execute on your strategy? That's perfect then, bro. That's all you need. You've got what you need then, bro. Guidelines? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hmm. When to expect seek and destroy. Yeah. Okay. We need to have a mindset similar to how the casino has and how it plays. The casino knows that it's gonna lose some hands. It knows some people will win jackpot and win big, and they're gonna lose. But that's not the mindset, because they know they have like a 4% upper hand. So for every $100 that gets spent, they only have to give out 94 back. So they take a 4% cut roughly, or something like that, yeah. So they're not looking at a hand by hand basis perspective. If they look at hourly statistics or daily statistics, oh, people came into our casino, they made us lose 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, something like that, yeah. How's that going to improve? Like that is not the mindset to have. Same with us, bro. We need to be looking at that long term. Like, we need to be looking at 20, 30, 50 trades, maybe even 100 or something, yeah. I don't know. Like, yeah. Okay. I kind of need it to touch this here. I don't think there'll be a trade for me unless I touch that line. Not for this AM. Yeah, I agree, bro. That's some good stuff right there. Stuck on one loss. You can't, like, if you're getting stuck on one loss, bro. I'm trading it just ain't for you. Like, well, no, no. I wouldn't even say that, because that sounds quite bad. But it's just that, like, there's a lot to improve on. If one loss gets you in that zone of like, oh no, then that is deep. I'd say I've only ever really stressed. I'm not really stressed, but it did have me. It does take me into that the first stage of that zone where it's like, okay, what am I actually doing when I take like 3 or more trades in a row that are losses? I'm fine with one. That is normal. Like, bro, who isn't taking a loss every so often? 2 losses. Who isn't taking 2 losses? 3 losses. There's like, okay, 3 losses. If it's part of your plan and your win rate, like if it's factored in, that can definitely happen, right? In fact, let me get this out right here now. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what to say. I think, you know what would be a good experiment is to buy some like weighted coin or some kind of weighted object that has like some kind of percentage chance. Okay, or you can just do it online maybe, not and save yourself the physical aspect of it. But conduct an experiment where there's a higher chance of something happening than the other, and just say, for the sake of the experiment, every time it lands on your one, you win however much you usually risk, yeah, in trading. So you'd write plus whatever, 500,000, I don't know, whatever you win. And every time you lose, you're just going to deduct it on a sheet minus the risk that you usually put on, and just literally keep spinning it and just watch the pattern and see that, like, because you know what's crazy, if you know that your strategy has like a 70% win rate, let's say 70, 80, something like that, you know that there will be times when you'll have at least maybe 4 trades in a row. In fact, there's a statistic that shows how likely that is to happen. But yeah, essentially, just seeing proof that probabilities do play out, I think is something people don't they take for granted. Basically, everyone says, yeah, I know how to think in terms of probabilities, but then they get shook after a few losses. Well, then you don't know about probabilities, do you? Because it wasn't that improbable for that to happen. For me, I can't take a trade because unless we come to this line, which would be 50% of the 15-minute dealing range, so then I've reached discount on that, and then also I'd be buying above midnight and 8:30, which for me is a big no-no, unless there's a BPR present, which there isn't, so I'd have to leave it. But I don't know, yeah, if there isn't a trade here, maybe in the PM. You had a bad dream, bro. Oh, no way. How bad can it get, bro? How bad? Let's hear it. You ever had that dream where you're just all helpless and you're just getting pillaged? 1 minute BPR. Bro. Yeah. Hmm. I think I'm gonna take that as a joke, yeah? Or was it not? 940 candle. Oh, okay, so you're saying like this. Yeah, okay, I get you. Do you know how I look at so that might be a difference in how we view BPRs. Because for me, when I look at BPRs, especially for the midnight and 8:30, I'll never look at a lower time frame BPR. I always want a 15-minute above. And so I'll always want it, like if this is the market maker model, right? So yeah, if this is the market maker model coming on, and we're in this zone here, let's say, and midnight and 8:30 just happen to be here, okay, and we're buying above here, I need that BPR to come from the left side of the curve. And so that looks like this in this example. So I would need this here to come through like that. And I don't like it when it's already been... I don't like non-clean one. I want a clean one, basically. One where there's just a fair value gap through a fair value. Not with a wick in between. Because for me, this is the left side of the curve. Now this is the right. Alright, let's... Alright, sound, bro, yeah. So wait, ICT died. The market stopped working. Price reaction. What happens if everyone starts trading ICT? Do you know what, bro? I don't think that's ever gonna be a problem, because there's a story about this guy. He was like the #1 Wall Street trader for a while or something, and he posted, I can't remember what he did. I think he posted an advert, or he posted his entire model or something like this on... He either did it or he said he was going to do it on the front page of the magazine, right? Like the New York Times or something, I don't know. And he said, and people asked him, why would you do that if you're making so much money? Why would you let everyone else have it? And he said, it doesn't matter, because I can guarantee you not a single person out there would be able to trade this the way I trade it and be able to make money with it. And that's kind of the same with ICT concepts here. Just because you might be having success, you might be having all this thing, it seems that illusion of like everyone else is winning is probably there. But bro, I can guarantee you, yeah, I've seen too many people just quit and fail and everything. Just in Discord alone. Just too many people. Like this is actually a lot harder. Like not to have bad brain programming, but maybe just you are aware of the statistics of how many people are actually failing and giving up. But because they're giving up, they're silent. So it's survivorship bias because you're only hearing the people that are sticking with it and succeeding. So it makes it seem like everybody's succeeding, but in reality, it's only the people that are succeeding are talking. Elon Musk chip, bro. Elon. Let's check that 1 minute though. That 1 minute did work, to be fair. Bro, I'll be honest, yeah, I don't think you should worry at all because this, like, it's an entirely you versus you race. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing or making money. Like, the market cap being traded is just crazy. What is it? It's like a few trillion. How much is it? Just in Forex alone. Is it market cap per day? Yeah, let me see. 7.5 trillion a day, bro. A day, bro. You're telling me you couldn't make a living and success by just pulling out 1,000 or 5,000 a day? That's menial. That's nothing out of that statistic. But obviously you're going to think that everyone else is doing it as well, which just ain't realistic. That's unfortunate. So there kind of was no trade for me, but looking back on it, if I was to analyze this again, yeah, we did have like a breaker pattern. This is an entire mitigation block. Also, your order block. The breaker. Okay, so on this time frame, the breaker doesn't get touched, right? Because you would argue that this is the breaker. Now let me show you. Oops. Now let me show you this, yeah? If I draw the breaker like this on a different time frame, here we go, 3 minute. Now you could say the breaker did get touched. So this is why, yeah, I'll always draw the top of the wick on anything of a breaker. Like even if it's the next candle and it's a bearish candle, I just think that that's because of how the time frames align. We did have a fair value gap. It didn't touch the fair value gap. Not quite. It's alright, bro. Oh, one sec. Anyways, yeah, I do appreciate everyone being here though. Like what can I think every stream I might just for my own sake as well, I'm just gonna ramble on about some psychology tips that I'm learning, because basically I'm working through non-stop so much psychology, um just videos, and I'm going through my books again. So if it helps other people, that's great then. If you want to know a strange phenomenon that this is gonna blow your mind, because maybe you never thought about it like this. If you've never heard Mark Douglas, yeah, this might baffle you for a moment. But let's pretend, okay, I know there's like there's a tool to draw candles, I think. Let me just find it for a moment, please. Ghost feed bars pattern. What's this? What is that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Forecast. Nope. Oh, there we go. That's what I needed. Okay, so yeah, this might be a bit strange to think about, but let me just show you. So if we've got a consolidating market and price drops down into our entry, why is that only 3 candles? Oh, okay, it's kind of like realistic. So if this drops down to our entry and now we're in a long, okay, what's gonna happen is this. If you have fear, where's this? Oh, don't tell me it's gone. Here. If you have fear of being wrong and the fear of losing, what's going to happen is this. When price comes down into your stop, towards your stop loss, where's that thing gone? Mark Douglas asks his audience exactly this question. On which candles are you going to place an inordinate amount of importance on, right? So if this is coming into your stop loss, are you going to put more emphasis and focus onto the green candles or the red candles? What do you think, bro? I'm actually asking you. I want to see, or just anyone in this chat. I'll quickly just summarize what I said again. So, look, if you've got, if let's say for this for this scenario, you're a trader that has a painful time of taking drawdown. You're always afraid of being wrong and you're afraid of losing. Like, you don't want it to hit the stop loss. Which candles of either red candles or green candles, which one are you going to be focusing more on? I don't know how to that, because this is exactly how he worded it, right? Like, what are you going to put more significance on? Okay, red. Okay, so that's interesting, because the actual answer is green. And the reason being is because if you're afraid of losing, green candles or the candles that are going up are going to take you out of that pain. Every time that candle comes up, you're going to then think, oh, okay, thank God. Right. You're going to have that instant relief of like pain going away. But as soon as you see that red candle, it's like that fear, and fear just creeps in. Okay? And it's the same for a sell. Or it's not the same for a sell. I'm saying, imagine you're in profit, okay, and now its price is going up. And remember, you have a fear of being wrong and you have a fear of losing. Which candles out of the greening candles do you think is gonna be you're gonna put more significance on? Green. No, so it's actually red, bro. And I can explain why. So basically, because you're in profit, red candles will be eating away at your profit and taking you back into that painful state. So every time you see a red candle, you're gonna think it's gonna put you into that emotional state of, this is if you trade with fear and a lot of emotions and stuff, right? Like, we might have overcome this, but for the newbie trader, this is very important, because every time price is coming back down towards their entry, it's putting them in that state of anguish. And basically, the fact that they're putting so much importance on these candles that are coming down, right? Let's say price is clearly going to hit your take profit. Let's say we know for this, we don't know, but for this example, with hindsight, price eventually does hit the take profit. When price comes and does its retracement, these red candles are going to put you in pain, because you're going to think, you know what, nah, I've seen this before, this is coming to stop me out, I'm just going to exit the trade, because you're fearful. And because you're fearful, you're basically saying that you think you know what's going to happen next in the market, and you're ignoring the fact, right, that you've created a nice bullish fair value gap, and you've ignored the fact that you're creating a nice bullish order block or something, all because you're seeing some painful red candles. So it's taking away your ability to see the market from a logical perspective, and you're seeing it as an emotional perspective. So actually, having fear of being wrong and having fear of losing creates the very experience you're trying to avoid, which is just a mad concept, bro. If you're fearful of losing, you're gonna lose. If you fear that you're wrong, you're gonna make mistakes. Basically, everything I just said there was almost word for word for what he said, because I listened to it this morning, so it's still like fresh in my mind of what he was saying. But Ross, have you taken a trade here yet in this session? I mean, the only thing I'd seen that I thought looked okay was this inverse, but we didn't quite get a good enough sweep and then a continuation from that. Yeah, me either. That's okay. We might just have to let it hit buy side and just watch. Yeah. So I know you trade like the 1 minute or these lower time frames. I'm trying to see where might have there been an entry. Was there anything that you'd seen in hindsight that you kind of wished you entered on? Yeah, true. That is so true, bro. Oh, snap. It's like it's like reaffirming that belief that you're I check it after close, don't check while trading. Oh, that might be a good tip, you know. Might start getting you feeling FOMO. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to look at like the last 5 minutes and think, you know what, I could have entered on that. Oh, let me quickly jump in again. Did we have a silver bullet? I don't think we had a 5-minute silver bullet. Or at least, not from what I can see. I mean, here maybe, because we closed above a 5-minute fair value gap that's quite large. This is a reclaimed order block, by the way. So let me just check how that played out. Oh no. Right, forget that. Reaffirming my job. Yeah, literally, bro. I actually don't think that there was much opportunity for many traders in here. The main opportunity was in here. This range here. If you could have somehow got in with a lower time frame, you know, 1 minute type thing, then that's okay. But oh, well, there is some gap here and order block. But does that look high up? To me, that looks quite like. Would I be doing this? Well, I would never do it. But if I was a 1 minute trader, that would get me shook because it's just so high up. I don't know. Breakout trading and entering on fair value gaps. Yeah. I heard some guys saying about how he does this, right? So this is an interesting concept. It can work both ways. Let's say I'm trying to just find a good example of this. There's not really a good example because it doesn't really just leave it. Wait, I'll find a candle. Okay, here. Let's say this was a bit of a higher time frame. I'm looking at this green candle in particular. He said that once he created a green candle, just remember this isn't the 1 minute. Pretend it isn't, like the 5 or something, 15. He said that once it would create, like, he knows his bias is bearish, he knows there's sell side, and ever since all his model is ticked off to sell. Instead of waiting for that, like, oh, I need the touch and then I need all this extra stuff, he had a strategy where he did this. He would put his sell limit on the breakout of that, anticipating that it was going to be an order block, because if the candle closes or the candle reaches the bottom of that, it's most likely bearish. It's going to enter him in at the order block and it's going to secure the trade. Whereas if he didn't do that, this is what he explained, he would have to wait and hope that price comes down, touches the order block again to then drop. Whereas he's basically securing that. It's just a different way to enter with order blocks, I think. Not something I would do, but maybe a different perspective. Yeah. Oh my god, Rocks FX. Bro, yo, you don't understand. No. Bro, is he still going, bro? Oh my god. Bro, I remember watching this guy, like, right at the start of my... Oh. He's some, like, hench-looking Indian dude from the UK, I know. I just remember that he had these swollen up arms, bro. His arms are just looking mad swole. Yeah, he was actually, bro. He actually teached like market structure, other than ICT and that. I felt like when I was first learning. Nowadays, it's kind of naff in terms of like what is he? He's a breakout and retest trader, but um, like what he did, how he taught was pretty good. First, yeah, he was legit, bro. I don't actually know if he's a real trader. I think he was because he had his own office and he seemed very professional. I couldn't I couldn't distinguish whether he was just like fake or something. So I think he was real, but he, Dom kept saying that like every time he would take a break, because he did keep taking breaks, and he would say like, "Sorry guys" or whatnot. I don't know. He would come back every so often. Dom said that like every time he did that, he was blowing accounts, and he was because we both used to watch him together, bro. Oh my god. There were times. How do you to check? I gotta check his channel now. $3 minutes. 3 months ago. Oh yeah, bro. He's hench, you know. Snap. He's got a mad frame, but and it don't look like he's juiced up either. That's crazy. Look at all these videos. Oh my god, the weekly forex outlooks. Oh my god. I remember one video he was recording in like his house. Like the backdrop was his house, and bro, his house was looking so nice. It was, bro, he was looking mad wealthy. I can't lie. These were times where I was desperate to learn anything about trading, and I seen his house. I thought, oh, yeah, maybe I'll listen to him. Wait, how did you find out about ICT, bro? Let's hear that. That's a bit of a shame. I thought I could. Possibly in like the next 5 minutes, I might dip because oh well if that buy side gets taken then I'll probably go because there's nothing left for me here. And let's do what you said though. Started with stock with a guy called Zed Monopoly, then into Forex with Chris Chapman, then found ICT with DD. I never started with stocks. My perception of stocks is that it's just like super hard to make any money because can you even leverage stocks? Like, I don't even know how that works, bro. Isn't it like you actually have to put in big money to make big money? Whereas Forex is like you get a 1 to 500 broker, bang, you just put like a few quid on the line and that trade could be worth 20 quid or something. I don't know. Okay, 1 to 100. That's not bad. I don't know how IC Markets gets away with 500 leverage, bro. That just seemed like the maddest cheat code. Because I think it's US. I don't know if so I think CFDs are banned, but more importantly, leverage is limited to I think 1 to 30 or something like that. So their leverage is different. I'm not 100% on that, but I think it is. Yeah, 1 to 500, bro. Is this a buy? Getting in. No, not really. Bro, as long as, no matter what, yeah, if you're having good progress or bad progress, yeah, I'm just gonna reaffirm this for you. Just never quit, bro. Just never quit. I don't care. No matter what happens in your life, you gotta stick this out. Right? Like everything could be against you. You gotta stick this out. This is the one thing you need to accomplish. I've seen too many people. Like, I literally could at them in the Discord, right? Like I could, they're still in the Discord. A few of them left though. In fact, quite a lot have left since. But I know some of the ones that were so like active and they were deep about trading, and then now you ask them like, "Yo, where you at? What happened?" "Oh yeah, I didn't want to do it anymore." What do you mean? What do you mean you don't want to do it anymore? But that's fair because I don't actually think that it's for everyone. I think, bro, you know what Mark Douglas says? He says that trading has to be one of the best self-improvement exercises ever to mankind because it teaches you an entirely different philosophy and psychology compared to other aspects of life. In terms of like this, right? He said that if you're a lawyer, right, your job is to ensure that your client wins, right, or gets a favorable outcome. And so you're going to do your absolute best to learn and dictate the result, right? Like you are responsible and you are a reflection of the result that gets appointed. So if you do a poor job, your client's gonna he's finished, bro. He's gonna end up in HMP prison getting 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 free hook, bro. But um but on the other hand, yeah, if your client does a good job, then it's like that result. Well, obviously that result is a reflection of his good work and the diligence that he's put in. Whereas trading's the opposite, bro. You can do absolutely everything right and still lose, right? Like the result is never attached to you. Long term, yeah, but not that short term. So that was just one example. Same with doctors, the whole thing. Think about how mentally strong, yeah, you've probably become from trading. Like, I know for certain for myself, yeah, I won't speak too much about myself, but for myself, I'm a different guy. I never used to be like this. I used to have such a weak mindset. You could, like, anything would get me mad. Anything would, like, it was deep. Yeah, that fair value got played out, you know. That was 20 points offered. Not quite, actually. Maybe if you took halfway. Almost. Blowing accounts, bro. Yeah. So just to finish on that though, because yeah, I think buy side is gonna get taken now. That's what his whole point. The, one of Mark Douglas's main discussions and points that he likes to bring up is that you want to learn to trade to acquire the skills. That's your focus, is acquiring the psychological and mental skills that are required to be a professional trader, as opposed to putting all your focus on trying to make that next trade win. Okay, come on, hit buy side now. Big, I'm gonna be like everyone else. Big green candles incoming now, soon. Watch this. Oh. Nah, come on, don't snake it, bro. Yo, anybody who writes this yet, I can't believe it. I know one guy that writes this. He writes it all the time. And I've seen a clip specifically where, like, I've seen times where it works, and then I've seen clips where he writes this. Big green candles incoming or something. And then, like, the next few candles was just like, brr, brr, and then he just deletes it off his chart. And then he's just mad quiet. Oh, ES is close too. I think market is being a bit slow. Well, not necessarily, but I think it's better for us to wait actually after 12 anyways, because that Fed speakers, Jerome. Just one quick scan. Yeah, bro, there's literally nothing for me to do here. I don't even want to watch it hit buy side. I'll check on my phone after. Well, I appreciate everyone that's been here. Big up Ross, big up LP. Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, one and a half out. Wait, no, it's in 1 hour, bro. Because he speaks at 12, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, it's in 1 hour. Alright, but yeah, thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate it. Best to look for the PM if you're gonna trade it. Alright, take care, yeah? Thanks. Peace out, man.